Well, hello and good afternoon. I was driving down the road not too long ago and couldn't help but notice the large amount of the small cars that are out there nowadays compared to even just a few years ago. It makes me ask the question on why and why there's, makes these people so interested in having these new, smaller, compact cars. What persuades somebody to want to purchase one of these, and what kind of benefits do they have, and are those benefits possible to get without having to actually buy a new vehicle? So in the next few minutes, I'm going to try and answer some of those questions and give you some ideas on how to increase the mileage in your vehicles that you currently own. First, we're going to take a look at the brochure that everybody has. It kind of goes over the new Ford Fusion hybrid. I'm going to tell you a little about how purchasing a hybrid can not only save you money on the fuel costs in a year, but also does help prevent the CO2 from being released into the atmosphere and keeping the earth a little bit cleaner. I was doing some searching on Wikipedia.com, and there's this most fuel efficient vehicle there is gets 12,660 miles to the gallon. Now, is that realistic for an everyday person? No, but because the average person will drive about 12,000 miles a year, but they only get about 25 miles to the gallon. So you're using about 480 gallons of fuel in a regular vehicle that most people own right now. But that one vehicle is also releasing 9,300 pounds of CO2 into the atmosphere. So if you compare that to something like a hybrid where you're getting about 41 miles to the gallon, which it actually says on page 14 of that brochure there, you're only using about 293 gallons. So you're cutting it almost in half. You're dropping your CO2s down to about 5,600 pounds. So if you think about that, that's about the size of a full-size truck that you're saving in just carbon dioxide that's being emitted into the atmosphere. Plus you're saving about $400 a year. So it's definitely, especially nowadays, is a good way to save a little bit of money and help the environment in the process. Now, second of all, of course, not everybody can go out and purchase a new car right now, especially with the way the economy is. So there's ways that you can save money by increasing the fuel efficiency of the vehicle you have, and the easiest way is just your driving habits. Keeping easy on the throttle when you take off. Keeping the air pressure in the tires at the proper level, and even just as simply as changing the oil regularly. Synthetic oils are a good way to improve your fuel mileage. Makes the engine work a lot less than it has to. The most interesting way I found, everybody's in a hurry on the highway. I myself am always in a hurry when you're on the highway. But just simply as dropping the mileage from 70 miles an hour to 60 can increase your fuel mileage from 2 to 4 miles to gallon on the highway. So there's several ways to save money with the vehicles. Hybrids are one way that a lot of people are going to help save money. Price of fuel will come down a little bit, but it's on the way back up. So that's a lot of people are using that as a way to combat the high prices. But like I said, few can afford to buy a new vehicle, so with a few simple rules, it's very easy to save your fuel mileage. You can increase fuel mileage by 15% just by changing the oil and keeping the air up in the tires. And that alone could save you about $150 a year just by increasing that fuel mileage a little bit in your everyday vehicle. So if there are no questions, thank you for your time and have a good day.
Well, gee, you didn't ask us if we had questions. We don't have to ask any questions, huh?
Unless you have a question. Do you have a question?